So, this is how to install Persistent Empires server. First, we will switch on our server. Here. Here, I downloaded the server files from the link in here. Then, I moved the server files into my desktop. Then, I right-clicked it and extracted files to server files license folder. While that's doing its thing, I will click on Google tab. I will search for Steam CMD and I will click on this and I will go down and I will click on here. Sorry, not here. This one. Then, after this is done, I will move this to my desktop and I will also extract Steam CMD to here. So, I have two folders. I will open the Steam CMD. I will run it one time and this will install Steam on my server. After this is done, I will close this and I will open the new folder that I got, the server files license folder. So I will open this up and I will also move this to here because it's double folder, so who cares? So I will have like easier access to my server. I will click on this folder, this thing. So this is for the updating your server file, your Bannerlord servers like version. This is like we will download it from Steam and it will just like update it. You can either write your like Steam ID or Steam password to here, or you can just log in anonymously. To do that, you can just do this thing. So you will log in anonymously and you will update the Bannerlord server files. And I also need to change my directory. I clicked on here, I Control C, like I copied it, and I will now paste it on here. And I will save it with Control S. Okay, then I will copy everything with I will select everything with Control A, then Control C. I will minimize this, and I will come back to Steam CMD folder. I will write CMD on here, then I will run this command. As you can see, it logged into the Steam. Now it's updating the Bannerlord server. While that's doing its thing, I will click on, I will start preparing some stuff for myself. I will click on here, I will come in here. Like I clicked on modules, then Persistent Empires folder. Now we have the Persistent Empires module in here. Okay, this one is finished. So here you have your config folder inside the module data. You have your save config, that's for your database connection. Then you have your general config, and it's for your like configuring your server. And you also have like API config. So I will start by updating my Persistent Empires version. As you can see, it is on 1.0.0.0. But Persistent Empires is actually in this version. It might be a different for your version. So how can I upgrade this? Update this. So when you download Persistent Empires, if you go to its folder, you will see these folders. Here, like normally in the announcements, I always write what to do for the server owners. Here's brief exactly like what you need to do. You will come in here, you will click on model data while holding control. I will click also this. I will also click dedicate server asset packages and I will control C. Now I will come in here and I will control V. So after this is done, I will come to my back like post Empire's installation. I will click on bin, then server, and this is the like server files, DLLs. So I will come back in here, I will click on bin, then Win64 shipping server, and I will copy all of these DLLs, and I will paste it on the server. And when I'm like also in here, if you look at the documentation, you can see it requires you to delete the folder Microsoft ASP.core.app folder. So I will come back here. I will delete this folder. Am I deleting the right one? ASP.core. Yeah, this is the right one. Then I will come in here. I will start editing my batch file. As you can see, this is my batch file. So I need to change my path to correct one. I will click on here, Control C, and I will paste this path to here. This is my executable's name. We already have it. And here, this is my modules, like what modules I start the Bannerlord server with. And this is my config. And this is what port I want to use on my server. You can change those. It's up to you. I will save it with Control S, and I will close this one. After that, I will go back. I will click on modules. I will go into my Post Empires folder. And I want to click on module data. And I want to go into the configs. I want to edit my general config, my save config too. Here, you will change your user ID and password with your like database installation. Let's do the database installation. You will search MariaDB from Google. You will click download MariaDB server. Then you will select like these. You will press download. It will start downloading and you will click it. After it's done, press next, you will accept, you will press next, you will press next. Then you will like create a root password for this. You should like create something unique for you. Uh, and then you will like finish the installation. I'm not gonna finish the installation because it's already MariaDB like installed on this computer. Just don't make it 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, your server might get hacked. But if you are just doing this for test server, you can just use 1, 2, 3, 4. After you like download it, like installed this, how to create a new database. I will click on here and I will search for Maria. In here, I will click in here and I will write the password that I used for the root account and I will press enter. Here, I will write create database, then its name, URP, then I will finish it with semicolon. Then I can look at the already existed databases on this computer. I will write show databases, semicolon, and it will show me all of the databases on this computer. As you can see, EURP database is installed on this computer. Now, how can I make a connection to this database? I will open DBWeaver. I will press this icon after I installed it, of course. I will create a new connection. I will select MariaDB. I will come in here. Like if I needed to, I can change its port and then just like URL or IP. Then here I will write my database's name, EURP. And here I will also write the password that is required for this connection. And this is the password that you give it on MariaDB installation. Then I will press finish, and as you can see, here is my database. As you can see, like EURP is in here. There's like tables, like it's empty right now, but after we launch the mod, these tables will be filled. So I will go back. I will close this. I will make this go down. Here I will write the connection info of my server. Here I'll write my password that I used, and I will specify the name in here, EURP. Here I will not show my password to you guys. I will close the recording, but what I'm going to do, I will just write the password in here, and I will save it, and I will close this up, this save config. So I am back after saving the save config file. Now I have my general config file open. So as you can see, by default we defined a config file on here, but you can also use this one too that I shared in here. You can just copy this one, can come back to here and paste this one. This is the config we used on EU TDM server. You can do changes on it if you wanted to. You can just use this ones. Like I will come in here, like in the server configuration, you can see like there's lots of options that you can choose from. If you want to open more slots than a normal person, like this is like the free installation right now. If you wanted to do like 1,000 slots, 500 slots, 200 slots server, you need to do this. You need to copy this part too, and you will write your server token in here on the general config. But since I'm going to use a free version right now, I will not write anything to here anymore. And I will save this file. And here. Now, what the map I have? I have PE test 3 map. I will copy the map's name. I will go back to Native. I will go into my Bannerlord servers config. This is the first Empire Store config. So, this is my config. I already placed the map for PE test 3, so that's okay. I don't need to change it. So I will change my service name to Persistent Empires Airline Test. You can do whatever you want. When you have a token, you can change the max number of players to whatever you bought. So you can give it 200, 500, 1000, whatever. You can do other things in here too, but I'm not like I wouldn't do that. Like so, after this is done, I think it's time to give it a go to our server. In here, you will find our starter bat that we edited before. I will right click this, I will create a shortcut, or I can send it to, then I can select my desktop. This will create a shortcut of this thing. So I don't need to come in here, click on bin shipping server and find this file. It is for easier to use. I will right click it, I will start this and as administrator. Also, before starting your server, there's actually one more thing we need to do. We will click on the documents folder and we will create this folder, like this exact name. And we need to create a token folder and we need to put our token file in this folder. How we can do that? How we can generate our Bannerlord token? I will come into my game. I will press the buttons under escape button and alt. This will open the console. In here, I will write custom server get token and I will press enter. Here, this will generate a token for my Bannerlord user. Then I will come into here and I will press on tokens. Sorry, the documents. I will click on here and in the tokens folder, here is my token folder. Sorry, token file. Then I can copy this and I can paste it in here and I can replace my token. It's that simple. After that, I can just start my server. Easy. And as you guys can see, my mission is running right now. So that means my server is successfully running right now. Also, you also need to set up the firewall rules on your Windows. For that, I will press Windows and I will search for firewall. I will click on Advanced Settings and here I will press on Inbound Rules. I will open Bannerlord's port in here. Also for here. How to create a new rule. You will press New Rule. You will select the port and you'll write the port you want to open. 7233. I will open ODP port for this one. Oh yeah, whatever. You can open both, but UDP is enough. I will allow the connection. I will press next. I will give it a name. URP. And you, as you can see, you have a like allowed port in here. After that, here, I will click on modules. I will click on Post Empires. Here is my submodule, right? So I can come in here. I can download the latest server submodule from here, or you can find it on announcements if anything changed. I will download this file. I will move it to my server. I will click copy this and I will paste it on here. That's it. Now I will start my server again. So here I will refresh the server list and I will try to find the server I created. Here, this is the server we created. And I will join this one. As you guys can see, I joined the server and I can do whatever I want. Before closing this part down, I will also show how to add new admin players. You can open this up, you can edit it, and you can add whatever admin you want. You need to add the Steam 64 ID and put two zero zeros in the front of it. This is the default admin list. can add whatever admins you want there, you can remove it and do your own admin list. And this is the server files tutorial for now.